At American General Life and Accident, we'd like you to think about life insurance in a way you've never thought about it before. Imagine having life insurance you don't have to die to use. This presentation will explain a flexible, innovative insurance product that allows you to use your life insurance in ways you may have never thought possible. We hope that, like Bob, you will change the way you think about, purchase, and use life insurance.
It surprised me at how flexible it was, and it surprised me that it didn't have holes. I went into it with a lot of, I think, preconceptions that, when I was looking at it, I was thinking, well, it's going to have this hole or that hole, because I've looked at term products and I've looked at other insurance products through the years, and they always have this little catch, or this thing will cover this, but not this, or this. And it genuinely seemed to cover these different episodes you could have in your life, not just death, not just disability or needs you might have at retirement, but it kind of pulled them all together. So as a customer, you have that flexibility. You can say, this is what's hit me, and it had something there for you. And that surprised me, because usually when you're looking at these products, there's a catch, and I didn't see that catch, so I was very pleased by that.
Every day we have choices. We're fortunate to live in a country where we get to choose where we live, where we work, what we eat, what kind of car we drive, how we spend our free time, and much more. Freedom of choice really is the American way of life. Yet with all those choices comes the question, are you making the right decisions? One of the most important choices you'll ever make is how to protect your financial future. You want to support your loved ones by providing money for them if you should die too soon, or if you should suffer a serious illness that may drain your finances.
If something were to happen to myself or my husband, that I don't want to leave my kids in a lurch. I want them to feel good about what's going on, and to feel that we had handled all these things responsibly.
You also have plans for your retirement, your children's education, or for other long-term needs. If you're a small business owner, you want to make sure the business you worked so hard to build will carry on if something should happen to you. We all have financial goals. The challenge is how to afford them. How do you choose what's right for your family and your budget? After all, there are only so many dollars to go around. Families shouldn't have to sacrifice one area of protection to pay for another. But that's exactly the situation facing America's middle class today. Historically, the insurance industry has offered multiple products to meet various needs, all with their own premiums and policy fees. To adequately provide protection, you would need to purchase life, disability, critical illness, and long-term care coverage, and possibly other types of coverage particular to your situation. At American General Life and Accident Insurance Company, we believe you shouldn't have to gamble with your family's financial security. We've talked to people just like you, not actors or industry insiders, to find out what kind of insurance would make a real difference in their lives. What we found is that one choice really can be the right choice. You can meet the needs and wants of your family today and help secure your future at the same time. The answer is quality of life insurance, a revolutionary new approach that helps meet multiple needs with one policy. Quality of life insurance is life insurance with built-in protection for a critical, chronic, or terminal illness. You can also purchase a disability income rider that provides you with an income if you are unable to work. And quality of life insurance can assist you in retirement planning. Quality of life insurance lets you manage your own benefits. Benefits that will be there when you need them, including financial support if you suffer a serious illness such as a heart attack, invasive cancer, or a stroke, and don't die.
I think that the quality of life insurance program could help myself and my husband if one of us was to have a critical illness or a heart attack, because it could definitely be used as we think it needs to be used.
A chronic illness or condition may require extensive care and money. Imagine owning a life insurance policy that offers significant financial protection if you suffer a chronic condition and require money for assistance with daily living. And if you should be diagnosed with a terminal illness or condition, quality of life insurance allows you to access the benefits of your life insurance policy before your death to help pay for whatever your needs might be. Even with the best plans, the unexpected can happen.
I have a friend she's 41. She has a 7-month-old baby, and she went into work 3 weeks ago, had trouble breathing, went to the emergency room, had fluid on her lungs. 4 days later, she has a diagnosis of adenocarcinoma in her lungs, cancer, and it's already spread to her stomach and her spleen. She's the main breadwinner in her family.
But with quality of life insurance, you can rest easy knowing that as soon as 30 days after your policy's effective date, you can file a claim for an accelerated amount of your life insurance benefit if you suffer a critical, chronic, or terminal illness or condition.
No one really knows which of these events are going to happen, and by having one policy where I could pay one premium, that gives me the opportunity to take advantage if or when I may need it.
The optional disability income rider can help you if you become disabled and are unable to work. Many Americans would face serious financial difficulty if their income were cut off for an extended period due to sickness or a serious accident. Purchasing the disability income rider can ensure a monthly income you can count on.
I think the Quality of Life product offers me a complete sense of security. I know I've got insurance on my car, on my house. There's no point why I shouldn't be insured. It protects my family in the event that something happens to me. I am the breadwinner for the family, and without my income, they won't be able to keep the house we live in. They won't be able to maintain the lifestyle they've come accustomed to. With this, if I'm not around, they have all the options they need and can do what they need to when they need to.
Also, Quality of Life Insurance gives you the option to use some of your funds during your lifetime by accessing your accumulated cash value, which can be ideal for families or small businesses. You can help fund your retirement, your children's education, put a down payment on a second home, or even repay debt you may have incurred if you started a small business. This cash value feature is another important aspect of Quality of Life Insurance. And like most policy features, how you choose to use it is entirely up to you. With Quality of Life Insurance, it's your money, your insurance, your choice.
I can really see how this insurance could be a huge benefit to my husband and I, because we both do freelance work. We don't have a big company policy, benefits, etc. And so, number one, being able to customize a policy for each of us for what we do. My husband does construction. He does renovations and carpentry. And if something happened to him and he couldn't work, that's his livelihood. So whether it would be through disability or an illness, I don't know that I alone could make up that, his income on top of trying to take care of him. And myself for what I do with the workshops that I offer, and I'm traveling all the time, to not be able to travel or to go here and there, if I had somehow lost that ability, even caring for our children, it would be really tough. So I can really see how flexible this policy is, that we would be able to. It would give me a peace of mind, particularly with the age that my children are.
Here's an example of how Quality of Life Insurance could work for you. Meet Leslie, a 38-year-old self-employed small business owner. Leslie owns a catering company that has become very successful in the past few years thanks to her hard work and the dedication of her employees. She and her husband Jim, along with their 2 children, have just moved into a new home, are looking to fund their retirement, and are also trying to save money for their children's college education. Leslie and Jim have a lot of financial goals they want to meet, and they don't want anything to jeopardize those goals. In addition, Leslie wants to make sure her business would continue to thrive if she were unable to work for an extended period of time. Leslie and Jim meet with their agent, who recommends several ways they can protect their financial security using Quality of Life Insurance. Leslie and Jim each decide to purchase universal life policies for $250,000. Jim has disability income coverage through his employer, so Leslie also decides to purchase disability income coverage for herself in the amount of $2,000 payable for 24 months. 10 years later, Leslie is 48 when she is diagnosed with invasive breast cancer. She is fortunate to survive, but she is seriously ill and is unable to work. Faced with immediate financial needs, Leslie files a disability income rider claim, and upon approval, she begins receiving $2,000 per month for a maximum of 24 months after the elimination period is satisfied. Leslie's illness requires that she undergo extensive treatment, including surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation. She and Jim need financial help with Leslie's hospital bills as well as their living expenses. So they decide to file a claim for the Critical Illness Accelerated Benefit Rider and accelerate $100,000 of Leslie's base life insurance benefit. Acceleration means that Leslie elects to receive a portion of her base life insurance benefit before her death, which reduces her base life insurance benefit and policy values, meaning there will be less benefit paid to her beneficiary after her death. Leslie accelerates $100,000 of her life insurance benefit and accepts the company's offer of $67,000 in cash today instead of the full life insurance payment at her death. Leslie eventually beat her cancer after a difficult recovery period. Because she received $67,000 for her critical illness claim, and since she also received disability income payments, she and Jim were able to survive her breast cancer from a financial standpoint as well as from a physical standpoint. Additionally, Leslie still has $150,000 of her base life insurance available to her should her cancer reoccur, so she feels at peace knowing she may decide to accelerate some or all of her remaining base life insurance amount in the future. And finally, because Jim was fortunate enough to stay healthy, his policy has built cash value over the last decade. When Leslie and Jim's children go to college in a few short years, Jim will be able to access his policy's accumulated cash value to help pay tuition costs. Leslie's cancer could have devastated the couple financially, mentally, and emotionally. But with Leslie's clean bill of health and the security they have with their quality of life insurance policies, Leslie and Jim know their financial goals are just as attainable now as they were the day they met with their agent over 10 years ago. Jim and Leslie's situation is just one example of how your family could use quality of life insurance. We all have dreams, and we want to protect our dreams, no matter what tomorrow may bring. Imagine your life if you did not have to choose between your financial goals. Imagine the peace of mind you'd have if you could plan for a variety of possibilities with a single policy from one of America's top-rated insurance companies.
Well, I think the quality of the product is very good. I like the fact that it's flexible and you have many options from which to choose. You never know what's going to happen in your life. Anything could happen, and it's better to be safe than sorry.
The thing that was most impressive is that it's flexible, and for most of us, it's like, great, you covered this, but I have this. And the thing I liked about it was it covered this. If you didn't fit into this little box, and a lot of insurances I've looked at, you're out of luck. Like even in term, it's cheaper, it covers this, that, or the other thing. But if it's not, death related, you're out in the cold. You're gonna have to go out and buy another plan for this or another plan for that. And I like the fact that it covered, a variety. So it did surprise me.
Because quality of life insurance is not your standard life insurance, American General Life and Accident is specially training its agents and certifying them to sell this revolutionary coverage. The agent with you now has that certification and can help you consider whether quality of life insurance is right for you. Take some time to learn more about how this innovative insurance solution can work for you and your family today, while you're probably in good health and can qualify for this important coverage. Remember, it's your money, your insurance, your choice.